episode 18. Super happy to have you, Nando. Appreciate you coming
Nice,
out.
thank you for having me.
Anytime.
Appreciate it.
We're looking forward to this one for sure.
Yeah, we were trying to make it happen.
Yeah, I know.
3 reschedules.
It's okay. It
This
happens.
day, that day. This
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
It's okay, we made it work. We made it work.
No, for sure. I appreciate you coming. And,
Yeah.
you know, I think you're like our first guy that's like in a whole different space. So it's
Okay,
really
cool.
cool to
Awesome.
hear
Yeah.
what you have to say and what
For sure.
you're going through.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So I guess we'll start with a quick background for people to
Yeah.
understand about yourself.
Yeah, for sure. So I started off out of high school,
Nice.
Personal training.
Yeah.
And then I think Client Fitness is actually close to your client.
Yes. Yeah.
I was actually training your mom. for a
Yes, you
little bit.
did.
A couple years actually I trained her.
Really?
But, it was fun. It was fun. So from there, COVID happened.
Yeah.
And then I started just like posting like random like fitness content
Yeah,
on
that's real
Instagram and like TikTok or whatever. And then I remember like I was always into like fashion, going out and like dressing
Design
out.
and stuff.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always like just like cool clothes and wearing them, right? So
Yeah.
one day I was like watching this video and I'm like, oh, like I can make a similar video to that. And it was like a
Wow.
leather jacket video. I was just telling you before.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I ended up posting it, made it the best I could in my room.
Uh-huh.
And woke up the next day, it was like 150,000 views
Wow.
or something. And like that was like when TikTok was like just starting out, right?
It wasn't that big yet.
It wasn't that big,
Yeah.
so like the views were just like crazy. Like
Yeah.
you wake up the next day like 500,000, and I'm like, oh my
Wow.
gosh. So maybe there's like
I think Client Fitness, I'm a toolkit for this, or
Yeah.
like that I can tap into and
Exactly.
start actually posting content like this
Go
instead of
into
always
it.
like posting fitness, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I always felt like fitness was like very saturated too. Like it was like there was a lot of like good fitness influencers out there, right?
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
through like
for sure.
Gymshark, Alpha,
For sure.
like all these guys,
Yes.
right? So I wanted to be like a bit different and maybe do a combination of both, like 50-50.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
So I started doing that. And then by, I think it was like November of 2020 or something, I hit like 10K on Instagram.
Wow.
And that was when, I don't know if you remember, when Instagram had a story link. You could only post a link to your story if you had
yes.
10K.
Oh,
right?
yes, I remember.
So
it was restricted.
I was fired up,
Yeah.
man. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
okay, I got this link. I'm going to post my YouTube channel now,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Bro,
Plug
3
it
months
in.
later, they took that away. You can have any
Yes,
following.
anybody, yeah.
You could post a link. So
Shit.
it was just funny. But that was like a big moment when I hit 10,000.
For sure, that's big.
because, even at that time, Reels weren't even a thing yet.
No,
So
no, yeah.
Reels didn't come out, I think, till a little bit after that. Maybe like late
Yeah.
2020 or...
It was just like 15 seconds. Stuff.
Yeah, it was just like 15-second stuff. So
Yeah.
once the Reels came out, I started posting all of my TikTok videos onto Instagram.
Nice.
And then from there, by like 3-4 months later, I was at 50K. I was still personal
Wow.
training at the same time. I would wake up at 5 a.m.,
Yeah.
go to the gym, train people till 12,
Yeah.
go home, film a bunch of videos, go back to
Wow.
work from 3 to 7,
Wow.
and then go back home at night and edit the
Jeez.
videos. So I'll
Big
do that
schedule.
every day, yeah.
Yeah.
I do that every
Wow.
day, and then once I was like kind of comfortable with like, you know what, like I could do this like as a full-time thing.
Yeah.
I started to like take it a bit more seriously. Like
Yeah.
learned a lot about like photography,
For real.
videography,
I've seen
editing,
that.
right?
Yeah, it looks awesome.
And thank you. And from there, it just like tried to turn it into like a business and make it a job. right?
Wow.
Yeah.
You did. It's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Not a lot of people do that.
It was
Yeah.
a weird journey. Like I remember I was doing a few videos in my room or whatever,
Yeah.
and like my dad would like hear like shoes like freaking like throwing around
because you
and
do
it's
those like yeah.
he's like, what
yeah,
are you doing
yeah,
up there, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, like just trust me. Like
Yeah.
I'm thinking of this idea and I had this
Yeah.
vision, and anyways, I just had to like trust myself with it, I guess, right? But
take that risk.
yeah, just take the risk. But it was really funny. They didn't really understand it.
No.
My parents are old school.
Yeah, same.
So both in real
Same.
estate, like
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So they're like, oh, like you're posting that, like who's seeing it, like you know, right? So then I
Yeah.
started telling them like, oh, I'm working with this brand, like Sport Check sending me this. And
Wow.
those are like brands that they both
That
know.
they understand. They know what that is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of cool just to see them like, oh, like understand
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah. So was that like your biggest one, Sport Check, right? Like as first when you first
you know
started,
what?
was that a big hit?
Yeah. Sport Check was probably my biggest one when I first started.
Wow.
If I'm trying to remember now, man, that was like, this was like 2 years ago,
Yeah, it's
3
been a
years ago.
while.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I started working with them end of 2021, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Wow.
started noticing like brands hitting me up a little bit more once I
and
got
more.
closer to 100,000 on
Okay.
IG.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was like the number that started changing.
That was a number where I was like, okay, like this person's reaching
Yeah.
out now. This one, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was cool.
That's awesome. How
Yeah,
did
man.
it feel for you? Like, did you feel like you had to like, in a way, be responsible for the video now? Like, cause you're promoting the brand
Yeah,
type of
definitely.
thing.
Like, I mean, I guess when a brand reaches out to you, the way I look at it is like they want you, you're representing them at that point, right?
Exactly.
So
yeah.
whatever video you put out, you have to kind of, put your heart into it.
Exactly.
And kind of like But then again, like I won't post anything unless I truly like the brand as well. Like right. So
unless you're backing it.
Yeah, unless I'm actually like, you know what, I really like this brand, then I'm gonna post and share with my people, because bro, once you start like becoming, so I mean, like there's times where like you do something because, you know, like it's like the brand sent it to you and you like the brand, so you do it, right? But most of the time I'm always like really looking at the brand that's reaching out to me and saying, okay, like do I like this? Like do I want to promote this, right?
That's smart.
Yeah,
that's
so
smart.
I look at it like from that sense as well. Like I don't try to post things because people are paying me. Right? That's not how I roll. So I don't like that.
That's true. I think a lot of guys do that too. It's just
I mean, there's a lot of it in the space, but again, like this is people's jobs too, right? They're living off of it, right? But you can't. I mean,
you gotta balance it.
You gotta balance it a little bit, right? Like I've had some funny like brands reach out, like I'm like these weird like underwear companies, like, and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna post that.
I can't show that.
I can't like post something like that. Like just not for me, right? But you guys just post whatever you're comfortable with at the end of the day, right?
Exactly.
That's cool about this job, is that I don't have to post anything unless I want to.
Unless it's your choice.
And it's my choice always at the end, right?
Wow. And so have you seen a lot of traction with these promoting videos, like as an influence standpoint, like for people like your friends or people watching it, let's say, have a lot of them been like, oh shit, like, oh, because you showed it, now I'm gonna get this product?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%.
That's so cool.
Oh yeah, it's really cool.
It's crazy to think about like the influence you have just from that.
It is. I guess like you don't realize it because as like an influencer, you're in the face of the consumer every single day. Right. So like I'm posting every day on there consistently, and people are always like looking, oh, what's he posting today? What's the pair of shoes he's wearing? The jeans, the shirt, right? So it's always like if a brand wants that that visual, you know, ad on Instagram or TikTok, right? They're gonna have to push out to influencers and make them post it, right?
Yeah, that's how they grow it.
Yeah, it's true. Brand awareness, right?
It is. That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome. And so when you go through, like, let's say a video, what's the process for you like?
So it really depends. Like I've actually learned that it's better to have a phone call with the brand before you actually go ahead and film or do anything, right?
Get a better understanding.
Bro, sometimes I've shot like videos like, and they've taken me like 3-4 hours. I send it over to the brand for approval. No, we don't like it. We need to be like this. Yeah, man. It's like it's very, because they have a certain way of how they want their brand
to be perceived.
Perceived, exactly. So now I'm like, you know what? I have a brand that wants to work with me. Let's hop on a Zoom call. Let's look through my content. Let's look through other influencers' content. What do you want? And let's take it from there. Right? And let's make a PowerPoint.
Saves you time.
Saves me time. And it saves us both time at the end of the day from going back and forth. Change this, change that. Take out this clip. Take out that.
Wow.
So now I've learned to just like, every time I have like a big partnership, I'm like, okay, let's sit down. Let's have an hour Zoom call. And like they're totally cool with it. You just have to ask them. Right?
Exactly.
But
they
so
probably
I don't like
want that
anymore.
too.
They probably want that, exactly. So it makes you look a lot more like you care a lot more about it, right?
For sure.
But so yeah, that's kind of like what I've been doing lately. But other than that, process is like, you have to be really creative with like actually coming up with how you're gonna sell it to people and how you're gonna
push the sales side to the
exactly,
pitch.
right? So for me now, I think my biggest thing is actually speaking to the camera a little bit more.
Yes, I've seen those.
Like, me just standing like 3 tips for this, 3 tips for that.
I saw those.
So I think those are like going to be more valuable in the future. Like
informative.
Exactly, informative content, right? So, I mean, I call it my bread and butter content. It's like the slow motion walking videos. Like I'll always get good engagement on those because at the end of the day, you're seeing the outfit visually. It's cinematic. It looks nice. It's HD. It's quick. It's 6-7 seconds, right? So for me, those will always be my bread and butter. Like people like probably like wait for those, you know, like the slow motion sunglasses, you know, like those are like the signature videos I post, right? But now I'm trying to get more into actually teaching men how to become better, how to become best at grooming, fashion, style, fitness, everything, right? So I'm trying to become more all-round in that sense and becoming more like more like instead of just like an influencer, I want to become more like I'm teaching men how to become better men, right? That's my goal now.
Really cool.
That's it. I'll talk about that on my YouTube too. But so after that, the process really depends on just like, I'll have my videographer come up with ideas too. Franco's amazing at that.
I've seen his stuff. Cool.
He's unreal at that, man, and he helps me a lot with just like coming up with the shot ideas and transitions,
the creativeness of it.
Exactly.
That's cool. And
then after that, I'll usually edit it depending on what kind of video it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's very personal, like to edit a video, right? Like just to pick the song and because like you know where you look your best or what part you want them to see and
that vision in your head. It's hard to. We were talking about it too, like with Nick too. It's hard to translate it sometimes. When you see it yourself, it's a whole nother vision.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
It's true. That's awesome. And so tell me, Nando, like from a fitness standpoint, what have you taken from like training and training other people? What have you taken, let's say, from that into now influencing? Or is it completely different?
No, it has a lot to do with. They're both okay. So the thing is, the fitness and fashion is a great combination.
It is,
because if you're gonna work out, you're gonna be, first of all, you're taking care of yourself. Number one, best thing for you is taking care of yourself, being in shape, feeling good. And not only are you feeling good, but you're also going to start looking better. And when you start looking better, you're going to start dressing better.
More confident.
So you're more confident, right? You're more put together. You feel more powerful. So at the end of the day, they both have a good combination together. So my thing now is like, I want to inspire men to like really care about that part, to like almost make it like autopilot. Like I was actually saying in a video yesterday I was filming, and I'm like, honestly guys, like I'm not motivated. I'm not even motivated sometimes to film these videos. I'm not motivated to edit.
You're doing it so much.
Dude, I'm just an autopilot now, right? Like it's just like I just do it because I have to do it. It's my job, and it's like now it's like when I work out, I'm working out because I know what's good for me, and it's like brushing my teeth in the morning.
It's a routine.
It's just routine now, right? So that's what I'm trying to get guys to understand, right?
Yeah. For sure. That's a big part. And so what do you, like going to that point of the motivation, what do you do to help yourself? Like, okay, like I got to stay creative. I got to stay motivated into these videos.
Well, a lot of it too is like I have a lot of good buddies out there that are also doing the same thing. So like, bro, we'll like hop on a FaceTime call sometimes, be like, dude, are you tired this week of like filming, or like are you like losing your creativity? And it almost like, and I recently started doing that, like because I didn't really know a lot of people in the space before, right?
Now you started connecting.
I'm starting to connect with guys in New York, Atlanta, LA, where else? Miami, like all these other guys are doing the same thing, and like, bro, it's normal. Like these are guys that have been doing it longer than me, right? Time. So I'm okay. So I'm allowed to have like spurts where I'm just not like 100% into it all the time, right? But so that's what I'm trying to accept now. Is like when I feel like I can push out a bunch of videos, I do it. Right. I don't wait. I don't I'll do it next week. If I have the feeling, I just do it because it doesn't really come that often, right? So.
That's awesome. It's kind of like a comedian thing. Like we talk to guys, like some comedy guys are like, sometimes their content's so natural they can't just make it up. So they'll wait until it actually happens.
Exactly.
And then they do it. So it's kind of, I'm assuming it's something like that.
Same thing.
Yeah. That's cool.
Same thing.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
And so tell me, Nando, I know you said a little bit in the last question, something about like, like health is number one, right?
Yes.
So how important have you found, like mentally and physically, has that been like a big factor for you, or for anyone, would you say?
For me, like, bro, like even when I wake up in the morning, like I think my whole mentality, my whole mental mindset starts from like a good workout, and like I think the reason why I am where I am right now, and like pushing myself, is because I've already like covered that aspect of my life. Like it's already in my routine now. So like I know.
It for so long.
Yeah, exactly. So I know. Like I actually look forward to like working out sometimes, because I'm like, okay, I just like let off some steam. Like, just like clear my head. Like sometimes I have like some of my best ideas sometimes while I'm just training. For sure. Like let me do this idea, or let me film a video like that, right? So for me, it's like a time. It's almost like a personal meeting for myself.
Cool.
It's like I'm meeting with myself for that hour. I got my headphones in. It's like that's like the best time, other than when you're just like chilling on your bed at night, you're watching a movie. That's like that part of the day for me, but during the day, and I'm moving my body, I'm feeling good, feeling confident, feeling powerful. Right.
That's really cool. That's awesome. Because not a lot of people like have that same feeling about going to the gym and fitness. So to have that is really good mindset.
Like I said, like I'm not always motivated to do it, but I'm disciplined to do it. Right.
You have that discipline,
and
which is
once
key.
I'm there, and I feel it, and I'm gonna do it. Right.
Exactly.
But it's just about getting there. The hardest part, like with the whole gym thing, is like if you can get there, you're gonna stay there and you're gonna do it. Like it's just the okay, I gotta get up, put my shoes on, and then I gotta go downstairs, and I gotta go in the car, and I gotta drive there. Like once you're at the gym, dude, you're there. You're not gonna waste time and not do it. You already drove there.
100%.
Right? So that's how I look at it. But
that's true. It's very true.
Yeah.
It's the simplest way to put it.
100%.
Awesome. And so, like, when you were getting into this influence and stuff, what did like your friends or let's say like your partners and so forth say about that? What did they think?
It was a funny process, man. Like, I didn't know what I was doing, right? So like when I was posting these videos, you know, my friends used to make fun of me. I'm jumping around in my room. I'm wearing like skin tight pants. I'm wearing this suit. I'm wearing this weird like t-shirt and like because I started pushing outfits that like maybe I wouldn't actually wear out, but I wanted to get that. I wanted to get view. Every aspect of fashion,
even if you weren't
even if I
yourself.
Wasn't really into it, right? I'm like, you know what? If I post this, I gotta blow up, right? I was doing anything just to like get traction in the beginning, right? No, but I for sure people made like comments and stuff like, oh, what's this guy doing? You know, does he know how hard that is to get to that spot and like, you know, right? Like, but I always had very supportive people supporting me for sure, right? Like obviously like. There was times, man, where like I was like down with it. I'm like what am I doing? Like I'm just sitting here like filming this video. Like I'm like questioning if this is even like a thing. Like can people make a career out of this? Like right. So you have doubts sometimes with that, but that's like with anything in life, right? 100%. Anything. So you know you go through that. Like I was probably this was probably 3 years ago now. Okay. I probably look at it a bit differently now. I'm more calm now with it. Like I'm okay. Like you know it will have its hot moments and it will have its cold moments, right? For sure. Like any business, right?
Is gonna happen.
Have its ups and downs. So I'm starting to understand that, like you know, it's normal to have ups and downs with views, especially. Like,
oh, that's the biggest thing.
You put your heart and soul into a video, you get 7 views. Like,
I know. You know, you spend all that hour editing.
Exactly. Yeah. But going back to the friends and family thing. No, I've always had very supportive people. And it was just a funny, like, it was because it was a different job, right? Yes. Like, no one really understood it.
That's
like,
what I'm saying, yeah.
Right? Like, why are you posting, why are you posting yourself in your underwear for, bro? Like, what are you doing, right? Like, why are you doing that? Like, is it a thirst trap? Like, you know, like, what are you doing here, right? Nah, but, like, okay, maybe in the beginning it was a bit of a thirst trap. No, no I'm kidding. No, but I had a vision of it. Like I knew why I was doing it.
You saw that.
I knew why I was posting myself like that. I knew it. I'm like, I need to attract people to my page, and this is if it's me posting my underwear sometimes, I'm gonna do it, right? And that was it, man. Like we had a good laugh. It was a good laugh the past couple of years with it. But now it's like people take it pretty seriously with me. Like they're like, oh, what are you working on now?
Yeah.
You know,
what's the next
the next step with this? Like so. It's cool. It's like I gained a lot of respect, I think, from it. For sure. I did that, right?
100%. 100%. It shows a lot about who you are.
Yeah. Thank you.
For sure. So you just said it. What's the next step, man?
Yeah. So the next step. Well, I think the Instagram and TikTok right now is kind of like it's going at a good pace, right?
Yeah.
I know what to post on there.
Yep.
I know how many times I have to post on there.
Yep.
The next battle, bro, is YouTube. Like,
I hear about the shorts and stuff.
Yeah. So the next, for longevity purposes, and I'll tell you why is because Instagram and TikTok is instant gratification. Okay. Yes. You post a video on there. TikTok, you post, you know within the hour it's going viral. Okay. Yeah. Instagram, you know within the first week to 2 weeks if it's going viral. YouTube, you post a video, you can't look at that video for at least 2 to 3 years.
Wow.
Because like that's how long it takes to get into the algorithm on YouTube, right?
Wow.
So I think for me to grow a little bit more and people not just to see me as this like, you know, slow motion walking guy on Instagram and actually see that I have a personality and I actually talk in front of a camera.
For sure.
And I think my YouTube is going to show my personality a lot when I'm giving out
100%.
The educating men and becoming
stuff.
Informative content like I was saying before.
Yeah.
So this year the goal is to post like 2 to 3 times a week on YouTube.
That's awesome.
And then you know you can cut those clips into YouTube Shorts, TikToks, Reels, right?
Yep.
Like what you guys do. You guys are posting them vertically as well, right? Everything. So
exactly.
You got to use every platform to your benefit, right? But
for sure.
if I could become like a triple threat, they call it a triple threat: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Okay.
That'd be really cool.
100%. I don't doubt it, man. You could do it if you're doing it on these two. Why not?
I'm hoping, man.
100%.
It's really discouraging YouTube.
I know.
You post on there, it's like
it's so hard.
You can't even look at it. Like it's bad.
Even just uploading there takes so long.
Even the upload process takes long. Exactly. Yeah. But what else is in store? Maybe I've been thinking about coming out with like a fitness program. Maybe going back
like a line type.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Exactly. So I mean, I have another profile, Nando Sirianni Fitness.
Yes, saw that one.
I post on sometimes. That's just kind of sitting there right now. I don't know, like, I mean, I could do it.
Playing it out.
I'm just playing it out right now. I'm kind of seeing, okay, like where can I put most of my time right now? And most of my time I'm gonna put towards my YouTube right now. Yeah. But I mean, it would be nice to do a fitness program one day. Yeah. Like have a couple.
You know a lot about it. You have the background for it.
I've been doing it for a while. So I mean, I'm not gonna lose that part of it ever. For sure. It'll always still be a part of my content for sure.
That's the root. Yeah.
100%. That was like the root of how I started. Pretty much was the fitness, right?
Exactly. That's awesome. Yeah. It's cool to see the change.
Yeah, it is cool. And then maybe from there, you know, I can start a brand, some sort of product or
100%.
something that I think that represents me.
Yes.
You know, I haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah.
What I think represents me, that people would like resonate with me.
Yeah.
I don't want to like come out with something and then it's not
not fully 100%.
It's not fully 100% me. I wanted to make sure like I have I have a huge community on YouTube that
100%.
appreciates my content and engages with the content and likes my stuff and learns from my stuff, right? But because I think once you have that, then you can start thinking about like, okay, how can I monetize this a bit more, right? Because in the end of the day, it's all a business, right?
It is.
Everything's a business. So that's how I'm looking at it now, going into like my mid-20s. Is how to take this to another level rather than just be this influencer that walks in slow motion, right? How can I become an icon? How can I become, you know, someone that men look up to? Right?
100%.
Like if you're in your early 20s, your late teens, I want to be that guy that, hey, like, I want to talk like that guy. I want to look like that guy. I want to speak like him. I want to feel like that, the way he feels. And
100%.
So that's what I'm trying to promote.
That's so cool.
Yeah, man.
That's cool. Not a lot of people are doing that. I think it's such like a cool niche.
It is
engagement area.
There's a lot of good like guys on YouTube as well. Like, but these guys are a lot older than me. For sure. They've been doing it for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm hoping as they come up, I'm gonna
jump right in.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump right up behind them. You know.
No, 100%. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's cool. So I guess this might be a bit of a hard question because you just mentioned. I just thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying like, let's say one day you wanted to create your own brand, right? So would you then, let's say, stop promoting other brands, or would you go fully at yours? You ever thought of that?
Yeah, that's a good question actually.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna compare it to other influencers that have their own brand. It looks like they still post other brands and promote other brands. Yeah, I'd probably promote other brands as well, depending on what my brand is.
Exactly.
Right? I probably wouldn't post something maybe in competition with it.
In other areas.
Yeah, for sure. No, I would definitely still promote other brands if I liked it and I thought it was, you know, similar to what I'm posting, the content I'm posting.
For sure, and you stand behind it and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To answer your question,
that's cool.
I probably would post both,
Cool.
For sure.
Awesome. And so now, like, obviously, the biggest thing here we always love talking about is the balance, you know, your lifestyle.
Yeah.
So for you, we want to ask, like, how do you find balancing, or what are some ways that you use to balance your lifestyle between always posting, engaging, your social media, and your own lifestyle?
I was actually talking about this with someone the other day. Yeah. This girl was asking me, she's like, you know, how do you like, you know, you should take time for yourself and like, you know, make sure you have time to do this and do that.
Take a break.
I'm like, I gotta so now actually, it's funny you said that. Now I'm actually like, I'm looking for TV shows to watch at night. Like just to calm myself down, where I'm not like,
take a break.
Get out of my room,
something
get out
different.
of my studio, get away from my computer, and just like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm not sitting on there anymore. I'm not looking at it. And to go in there, take my mind away from something else, right?
For sure.
And just kind of distract myself. But in overall balance, I think I was in a like real like working mode, probably like some point like last summer till about, I would say about 3 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah, but now I've kind of like calmed down a little bit and like collected myself.
Cool.
And, like, I've been more like calculated with how many videos I'm gonna make.
Yes, you have a schedule type of thing.
Yeah. So like now I'm a lot more organized. I'll have like a Google Docs I open up and I'll type out all my like video ideas for YouTube, video ideas for Instagram, Reels and TikToks and stuff, right? But I go out on the weekends, man. Like I'm sure people think like I'm sure people think, oh, this guy doesn't go out and party or do this or do that
every day.
Like I'm a normal guy. Like just because I care about going to the gym doesn't mean I don't like to go out and have fun, have some drinks with my friends and do normal things. Like like I'm not like this like robot guy that like just does friggin' like sit-ups and push-ups every morning, right?
No, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
I love
awesome.
it. So yeah, I'm starting to get better at having a balance for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Over time, you're building that routine.
Yeah. Like I love being social. Like,
yeah.
Like even when I like hop in the car, like I'll make like my phone calls to people and like just have a laugh, shoot the shit.
Yeah.
You know.
100%.
I need that because for myself, I work at home all day.
Yeah.
So I'm by myself in my room. I got my music low. I'm focused. I like coming up with ideas. I'm dialed in. So like when I call people, it's like I'm looking for like that laugh, that spark during the day, right? As well. So I always crave that. I always like being social with people for sure. For sure. Which is kind of hard to tell because I'm always serious in my pictures and my videos. Yeah. But
there's another side.
There's another side to me for sure, right? 100%. So that's why I wanted to show that on my YouTube a little bit more. I was going to say
that. That'd be really cool. Yeah.
So like even if I'm talking about like I think I spoke about, just for example, I spoke about like grooming areas for men that men forget about. And I talked about like my eyebrows, for example, and I mentioned that in high school this guy ripped me for like having a unibrow, right? So like they started to like see a bit more of my personality on there and like
you're
stuff
showing
that I'm
who you are and
exactly
what you,
like my actual experience of what I'm talking about and teaching them.
Yes.
Right? So that's what I'm starting to do more of now is like when I talk about something, I want to have an example of what happened to me, right?
From your own experience before you say an informative.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, man.
That's cool way to put it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So tell me, bro, when you see like younger guys, let's say, or people who want to get into your space or trying to be in a similar area like you, influencing, what's the biggest advice you would give them?
Biggest advice?
Yeah.
You can't care about what other people think. You can't look for approval from everybody when you make a video or a picture. Yeah. Right? Like I swear I never asked anybody when I was posting, hey, should I post this? Should I post that? Should I do this? Should I put that? Should I wear this? Should I do that? Bro, I never did it. Like I don't even think I did it like on purpose. I didn't care. It was because I was so passionate about it that I was gonna find people that were gonna resonate with the content regardless because I felt it.
You had that vision.
I had the gut feeling that you know what, people are gonna like this video and people are gonna like this outfit right. So my biggest advice is you can't ask people for approval because you'll never do it. Yeah. Like let's say if you ask somebody if you want to start this podcast, no bro, don't do this. You got to get the mics, you got to get the camera, you have to hire the guy to do the mic thing and this and that. It's like you're probably thinking, I don't want to do all that. Like
you get overwhelmed.
You got to just go for it. That's it. You got to post and you have to go for it. That's it. Another thing is now it's become very competitive too, right? So
for sure.
You have to be even more consistent than guys that are even bigger than you, right? Because they're still pushing hard. For sure. Like guys in the millions of followers, bro, they're still like those guys are still pumping out content. Their content's getting even better. Wow. Right? Like I think I'm even seeing some guys with like 15, 20,000 followers, bro. They have the same setup as me. Really? Like I didn't have a setup like that when I like was filming. Like I was using my iPhone in the beginning. You started
from scratch.
So I started with my iPhone like up until I was like I think 25,000 followers, 30,000 followers. So these guys are already out of the barn door have an $8,000 setup, right? So they got the gimbal, they got the they got the professional lens, right? So I mean now it's become so competitive that you have to already match that, right? Like even when I started, I couldn't afford a camera, I couldn't afford a lens. It came down
to you at the end of the day.
It came down to me putting on a line of credit and figuring it out. Like I didn't ask my mom and dad for mom, I need what are they talking? You need $10,000 for
camera?
What? Yeah, I ordered myself a computer, bro. I put it on zero finance on Apple.
Wow.
Like
good for you.
I didn't even buy my first computer until I started. Like I wasn't a school guy.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah.
Right? I didn't even talk about that. I was never a school guy, right? So I didn't own a computer. My mom saw me buy a computer. She said, "What? Like, what are you buying a computer for, right?" Like I need it. Typing? Like I need to edit. I start typing shit, right? But no, it's for sure become very competitive, and you have to be ready to like be consistent. Post like 1 to 3 times a day. Wow. For sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Takes a lot.
Yeah. Wow. It's, and the cool thing is now it's like there's no reinventing the wheel. No. Right? Like there's a lot of this content. Like even when I sit there and I look at my channel, right? We laugh about this. All my buddies are doing the same thing. Yeah. It's like, bro, we're all talking about the same thing. Yeah. It's like you're talking about grooming. I'm talking about grooming. That guy's talking about grooming. It's like, so what the hell is so different here, right? It's like, but it's not. You can't, if you look at it like that. And I've actually had guys DM me and go, but everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many real estate agents are there? How many, like, come on. Yeah. There's so many people doing the same thing,
exactly.
right? There's room for everybody.
Exactly.
There's room for everyone to do something in this space, right?
Yeah.
Brands are looking for specific people to do specific things, right?
Exactly.
So there'll be room for everyone, right?
Yeah.
There's enough to go around.
There's
right?
a reason why there's so many.
There's how many people in the world? 8 billion?
Yeah,
like,
something.
There's
some
a lot,
crazy number
right?
like that.
All you need is 1 million.
Yep.
Of them, and then you're laughing.
Yeah.
Right? But consistency comes down to it, bro. Like with anything, though, and just you're gonna have days where you don't want to do it.
Yep.
You're gonna have days where you really feel it. You take advantage of those days where you feel it.
Yeah.
And you just push.
Yeah.
Right. That's it.
Wow.
But I would say if someone's interested in like fashion, fitness, go for it.
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Yeah. I would never knock someone's dreams down, because I remember what it felt like.
For sure.
Right, like
You've
years
had those
ago.
experiences.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, you can do it. Like, you just have to see it. If you can see it, you can do it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And so, kind of to go to your point there, with the collaborations and the guys you've met in this industry, how important do you find it is to actually work with them and be creative together rather than by yourselves?
Oh, dude, it's night and day.
Yeah.
Like, it's honestly like it will elevate your brand.
Yeah.
Like, tremendously, like 100%. Like, when I went to my first influencer meetup back in September in New York. I work with this company called Thursday Boots. You probably see me post them.
I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So. I met, I didn't know anybody, bro. There was 40 guys there. They're doing the same thing as me that work for this brand as well.
Yeah.
And I show up there, my suitcase, I remember I walked downstairs into this dinner.
Yeah.
And bro, there's everybody in this room, didn't know anybody, right?
Wow, good for
bro,
you.
I'm friends with all of those guys now. I talk to them almost every other day. FaceTime calls every week. I meet up with them, and I met up with my buddy Isaac in Arizona.
Yeah.
Meet up with my buddy Trey in New York.
Wow.
It's really cool to actually speak to people that are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, when you collaborate with people in the same space, you're actually grabbing some of their followers, and they're grabbing some of your followers,
and
right?
you guys are putting it together.
Yeah, and you guys are just putting it together, right?
Yeah.
Creating dope content.
Yeah.
So yeah, my thing is definitely really important in this space to get to know people, travel, and and collaborate for sure.
Yep. That's really cool.
Meet up with anybody you can.
Yeah.
And just do videos with them.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter the size.
If you gotta obviously like their content as well.
Yeah.
Right. I bet you there's guys that I wouldn't collaborate with him. I don't really like his style or whatever. Right.
Yeah.
But if you like the guy's content, shoot him a DM. Hey, I'm in the area. You wanna. I've done that so many times.
Yeah, I bet. It's kind of how we do it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You just DM them. Hey, bro, I see you do the same thing as me. I'm coming to New York this day, this time. Are you free?
Do something.
Bro, most of the time they're gonna say yes.
Yeah.
And that's better for you.
They? Yeah.
You're gonna get both best of both worlds. You're gonna learn what he's doing, and he's gonna learn what you're doing.
For real.
Right?
That's really cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
I remember I even saw some of your stuff with thinking about it now with 4Man. That was really cool. Some stuff
it was awesome. Yeah.
It was awesome.
We did a lot of stuff with them. It was cool.
It's cool, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm glad you came on. It was a great time.
Awesome. I love talking about this stuff.
Yeah. Anytime. You're welcome anytime. We love doing yearly updates, see how people go from year end. It's
for
cool.
sure. I'll come on again.
Yeah.
100%.
Awesome. We appreciate you coming.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thanks.
Lifestyle Balance Podcast.